Hi, it's Adam Villas here. We're now up to step 5 for 7 steps for a successful financial year in real estate investing. So, this is a really important step. So, if you want to be scoring goals in your real estate investment portfolio, just like that, you need a winning team behind you. You need those 11 players, just like a soccer team, to really help, first of all, give you the knowledge and help you get on the path and make sure you're doing everything correctly. The team is super, super important. And I hope you want to be scoring goals just like that across your real estate investing portfolio. So we're going to run through, some of the basic team members that you need. Some of these we've already gone through before, but number one is your accountant, or if you getting some other type of financial advice. Number one person that you need in your team, you might have to set up, structures, trusts, companies. You might be doing it in your own name, but they're going to give you the advice of how you should structure these properties. Another great thing they can do for you as well is if you're out there looking at deals and you're analyzing them, your accountant is a fantastic person that you can run these deals past. So we've also got a mortgage broker. Mortgage broker, they're going to go out, they're going to have an entire portfolio of different banks in different places that they source money from. Whereas a bank lender, that's if you're going to the bank directly, and you're generally only dealing, with one bank when you do that. You can do it either way and you may get similar results. But if you want to go see someone for, maybe some independent advice, there's some fantastic mortgage brokers out there. But if you want to deal with the bank directly and go to one bank, then you can do that too. I've used both and I certainly prefer to use a mortgage broker. I just find that the advice they'll give you, is a little bit more independent. You've also got a solicitor or a conveyancer. What they're going to do, as soon as you're going to go and sign that contract, before you do that, you really want a solicitor to look it over for you to make sure, what you're signing is going to work in your best interest. So what they'll do is they'll generally take the contract for sale of the property away, have a look through it, make sure there's no clauses in there that might really catch you out. So having a really good solicitor, conveyancer on your team can really help, alleviate, some of these issues that might arise. Really, really important person on your team. They'll also be there, upon settlement as well. So when everything's done final, handing over the keys for the property, they'll be there, during that settlement process, handling all the money that's, going from, the bank to the other party and all that sort of stuff. They can also go back to the owners as well of the other real estate, and they can help negotiate discounts as well. I've done this before. Once we've gone out and we've gone to the next step and we've got our pest and building, we discovered there was a few things there that might cost, some money to repair. Our solicitors then gone back to the other party and we've been able to negotiate a discount of the property. So really, really important. You want to go out and get a pest and building report. So you want to have them organized before you're actually going and making offers on property. So they can actually go in there, get in there. They'll tell you, if there are any issues with pests, what sort of condition the building's in, or potentially maybe, some ballpark figures, what that particular issue is going to cost to fix. And you're going to be in a much better position to know exactly what you're investing in. And second of all, being able to negotiate some really good discounts as well. If you're buying an apartment, some sort of townhouse, there might be other reports that you can go and get. Might be a body corp report, a strata report. So basically, who's ever managing that apartment or townhouse, there's going to be a separate report you need from there just to make sure, things, their insurance is up to date. I purchased the townhouse before, and after doing the strata report, we realized there was a huge roof repair that needed to be done. So the cost for each person who owned an apartment there was going to cost around $2,000. So we were able to negotiate an extra $2,000 discount off the purchase price after we had already, signed the initial contract. So it's really, really important that you have all these reports done just so you know exactly what you're dealing with. Also, an insurance broker, if you're there ready to sign a contract, you want to have insurance in mind, a broker that you deal with or using another sort of agency, have that ready to go. So as soon as you sign that contract, you can go and put insurance on that property. Another person you might want to have in your team, you can go out and search properties for yourself, do all the due diligence yourself. But there's also buyer's agents. They can do a lot of this work for you. They can go out and look for a home that meets your criteria. They can handle all the negotiating. They might even have, a pool or a network of people that they can deal with and try and snap up some properties that aren't even on the market. They'll go out, they'll do all the inspections for you. So if you don't have the time, or you want to be looking, for multiple areas at once or multiple types of properties, buyer's agents can be really helpful and, potentially even save you money. You've got to pay a fee to use their service, but, if they could save you even more money than the fee you got to pay them, then it could be quite worthwhile to use a buyer's agent. Now, for some really advanced strategies, you might want to have some extra people in your team as well, just like this builder out there jumping with joy. So you might have some sort of renovation team. If you're looking to renovate a home and you want to figure out, okay, what's it actually going to cost me to do exactly what you want to do? Or, can I even do this type of renovation? Having some people in mind that could potentially step in and do that once you've acquired the property, really good people to have in your team so you know exactly what you're dealing with. Or if you want to deal with those tradesmen yourself, have some, tradesmen that might be, carrying out, a bathroom renovation, kitchen renovation. If you know exactly what it's going to cost to do that, it's going to make your figures for your property or your negotiating power. You're going to know exactly what you're dealing with. Or you might even be doing something, really advanced. You might be building an entire home, doing a major renovation where you want a builder involved. Great to have on your team. Even further advanced, you might want to have some sort of certifier, a town planner on your team as well. So you know that, what you're buying, what you're signing contracts to, you're actually potentially able to carry out that work that you want to do. So they're just some of the more advanced people that you might want in your team. There's probably a whole bunch more that I haven't even listed, but these are just some to get you started, get you thinking. You need a whole range of people in your team before you even think about, going and offering or even looking for properties, making offers.